first graders. Last week I had you fill out a poll on Google Classroom, and I gave you 5 options of food and you had to pick your favorite one. So based on those results, I made a graph. It's called a bar graph. Before I show it to you, I want you to think about why might it be called a bar graph. It tells me what the food options were, and it tells me how many of you liked each food. When I show it to you, it's going to make a lot more sense of why it's called a bar graph, but I want to see if you can figure it out before I show it to you, okay? So I want you to pause your video. If you paused it, or if you're going to pause it, hopefully you can talk with someone around you and figure out why it's called a bar graph, okay? I'll give you a few seconds and then I'm going to show it to you. Why in the world would this be called a bar graph? Because the results look like bars. Maybe you've had a granola bar or something, or even you could think about the monkey bars at a playground. They're not necessarily shaped like a rectangle, but they're long and skinny like these bars are. So this is called a bar graph. I took all the results from that poll that you guys filled out, and I wrote carrots, celery, apples, broccoli, and potatoes. When I filled out this graph, I noticed that 5 of you liked carrots the best, so I filled in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes because 5 of you liked carrots. Now celery, how many people liked celery the best? Only 1. There's only 1 box colored in, which means only 1 person liked celery. Apples, oh my goodness, I can tell a lot of people liked apples. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people liked apples the best. Oh my gosh. What about broccoli? We can tell. That's super easy. How many people liked broccoli the best? 1, 2. And how many people liked potatoes the best? Only 1. So I made a bar graph based on the results that you guys gave me in that poll. If you noticed, I didn't leave it up to you to tell me what food you liked the best. I only gave you 5 options to choose from, and that's how I created this bar graph. So what I want you to do is, you have family members, maybe you have aunts and uncles you could call on the phone. I want you guys to come up with 5 colors. Doesn't have to be your favorite color, just pick 5 colors. Like maybe I could pick green, pink, blue, yellow, and brown. Those are 5 colors. Doesn't necessarily have to be your favorite color, but I want you to call as many people as you can and ask them, out of those 5 options, say, hey, I'm making a bar graph for school that I have to send to Miss Lambeth when I'm done with it. I want to know which color out of these 5 is the best, the most people's favorite. So maybe it would look, this is not going to be a very pretty graph because I'm going to make it super fast, but I'm just giving you an example of what it might look like. Maybe we'll do pink, yellow, I forget what I said, blue, brown, and green. So then you're gonna take the phone, or if you have a lot of family members, that works too. I know some of you have a lot of siblings. You're gonna make a graph that looks like this. You've got all the names on the side, and then you've got options. You're gonna need boxes like this, okay? Just like the graph on the other side, you're gonna take the phone or ask your family members, and you're gonna say, hey, out of these 5 colors, pink, yellow, blue, brown, and green, which one is your favorite? And I want you to ask 12 people, okay? That's a lot of people. Some of you have a lot of siblings, so it's not gonna be as hard for you, But those of you who are only children, you're gonna have to call a lot of people. I will give you permission to call me. You can ask me. You can ask Miss Dumler. You could email her. You could ask, some of you are getting phone calls from Mrs. Schaefer. Some of you are getting phone calls from Mrs. Grants. You could ask them their favorite color and graph it. I bet you anything that Mr. Ofield would love to hear from you guys. You could send him an email. You could call your aunts and uncles. You could call your cousins. I want you to ask 12 people what their favorite color is out of the 5 that you choose. It does not have to be these 5. And then I want you to graph it. And when you're done with your graph, after you've asked 12 people, then you need to take a picture of your graph and send it to me, okay? So that's your work for today. This making the graph, I think is gonna be the hardest part. And then hopefully you can find 12 people to call, okay? All right, kiddos, see you next time. Bye.